Hello everyone. Let me start with an interesting question. Imagine you were the boss of a big movie rental story 20 years ago. A small company came to say, can you buy user for 50 millions? What would you say? That small company with Netflix. And that big story was Blockbuster. Blockbuster said no. Back then and later, it went out of business. Uh, but Netflix grew into a grant in the instant. Why did that happen? Today, we are not just talking about movies. We're also talking about how Netflix manages its employees. These are related to concepts, Great Management Control System, or MCS. For short hours next 7 minutes, we'll break down this topic. First, let's quickly look at Netflix early story. In 1997, Reed Hastings rented a movie called Impulse 13. He forgot to return in on time and had to pay a 15 fine. This made him angry, and the thought, why do we have to pay it just for returning movies later? Why can't two movies be delivered to our homes? So he founded Netflix. At first, they made money by mailing DVDs. In 2000, he won't be blockbusters again and said, either we work together or you buy my company. But blockbusters large hit and him thinking Netflix was too small and unimportant. Then years later, those blockbusters was gone. Netflix keeps growing, and its special management culture systems plays a big part in that. Now, let's talk about Netflix management culture system. It's very different from those of these companies. Its growth in ideas is give employees freedoms, but also take responsibility. First, Netflix paid employees very well services and among the top 10% in the industry. If an employee gets a job of another company, Netflix will even try to offer a high salary to keep them. Why do they do this? Because they believe good employers don't need someone to watch over them. As long areas are good in those, employers will talk invitees to work hard. Second, Netflix has not interest rules. Employers don't have to clock in and out of work. Then don't need to ask a boss for permission to take time off. They also don't have a support reports for work travels reports, but doesn't miss to the whatever do you want. Netflix and retention tests. If an employee's water levels well, you try hard to keep them. If the answer is no, they will let me impose go and giving the a good servants package to help with the question. But is management control system perfect? No. Last year's Netflix have problems in intro pools. The things that use the clear release when they start this and do no release, then didn't know what about you. Uh, and what involves jeopardy basically this high salaries made to a big gap between bosses and regular employees. Some things thought this was an info. So how can Netflix solve the problems I have only segregations keep important release and some so small local release? Then locally these are back changes like a high series and a retention test. This will want about Netflix creates about different cultures. Objectives can be made. Let's things in process simple a release. Let like tell and things before taking time off. Mm, let's think again. What's the point of management culture systems is to make a lot of release of help improve reach for parentals. Netflix shows your good management culture system is report that this improves down is a key that help them use the abilities. Maybe when you start working in the futures, you still remember to listen. One last question is for everyone. If you well, let's place boss. Would you take segregations? I do love to the heart you thoughts, but that's all is today's. Thank you.